What's up, everybody? Welcome to Talk Wrestling here on NoDQ.com. Thank you all for watching this week. Again, don't forget to go to NoDQ.com/polls. Check out all the nominations and for the year-end awards for 2015. You can vote right now using your little mouse there. Just click the button. Vote. Everybody vote. Watch our videos and vote. This is from Harry Flynn at DeHarris here on Twitter. Do you think the Lethal Lockdown match is done because the babyfaces always win? You know, I'm not a fan of Lethal Lockdown, not because of that. I'm not a fan of Lethal Lockdown because I just don't like the idea of the War Games even trying to be duplicated in any way in any other company but WWE because they own the rights, number one. Number two, I'm not a fan of most TNA stuff, period. And I've been very, very outspoken about that. TNA has not impressed me since they've lost a lot of their key players. So for me, I'm just, it doesn't bother me. Lethal Lockdown, I think, is a dated concept at this point. I think, the reason the babyfaces win Lethal Lockdown is because that's what a cage match is supposed to do. It's supposed to end a feud with the babyface coming out on top. That's what it's supposed to happen. That's why that happens. Alright, I've got two from Beast Slayer at ISayWhatever666 on Twitter. The first one is, why doesn't WWE push Cesaro? And do you think he'd still be over if he turned heel? They were giving him a decent push before he injured his shoulder. And he's been injured, obviously. We read the interview on WWE.com. He's been injured for quite some time. He's just not gone to the doctor and actually had it evaluated. And he's got tears all over the place in that shoulder. So once he comes back, he'll probably get somewhat of a push. If he's healthy at the same time Tyson is healthy, they'll probably get a tag title push again and become WWE Tag Team Champions again. But Cesaro, as far as turning heel, he's been a heel most of his WWE career, and he still hasn't got the push. So I don't think it's a matter of babyface heel. I think it's a matter of Cesaro getting over, and he is over with the fans now more than he ever has been in recent years. So I think that when he comes back off injury, because people are going to clamor for his return, he will get that big push. Beast's other question is, do you think there's no one on par with Brock Lesnar for WWE to put up against him? I think if done right, Lesnar and him could have a good series of matches. They had an unbelievably brutal encounter at WrestleMania this past year. Back in March or whatever it was, April. I don't know. Currently in WWE right now, nobody can match the sheer intensity of a Brock Lesnar. And as far as power, you've got Cesaro, you've got Roman, you've got Cena, but Lesnar has proven he will steamroll over anybody and everybody. So I don't know. It's a good question, Beast Slayer. I don't think that there is really anybody that can match up, blow for blow, pound for pound with a Brock Lesnar in any avenue. He's that good an athlete. Let's see what's next. This is from Mr. Yuck on Twitter. What, if any, Ring of Honor stars have WWE potential? Michael Elgin, Jay Lethal, Moose, Adam Cole, the Briscoes, all those guys. The Briscoes, in their current shtick, would probably work. They couldn't have for a while. They were too indie, if that makes any sense at all. Although indie is now the popular thing in WWE, so maybe they would have worked even back then. Jay Lethal did an interview that was featured on NoDQ.com recently where that's everybody's goal is to be WWE, but he's happy where he is right now. Would they use Jay Lethal like they've used him in Ring of Honor? Probably not. Probably not. But he'd be good. Michael Elgin is unbelievable. That guy is a solid, just built athlete. He's got a good base to him. He's just unbelievable in the ring. Adam Cole, I can't say the things about Adam Cole and how awesome he's been in the Kingdom and Ring of Honor in general. He is a tremendous athlete. I use that word a lot, tremendous, but it's true. And he's just great. Moose, I'm not sold on Moose. I like Moose, but I'm not totally sold on him just yet. This is from Kaylin James on Twitter. Why is Miz still employed by WWE? Movie star looks, baby. He's got that movie star appeal. He can make WWE movies for cheap. You know, he'll get whatever residual pay he gets for making those movies, and he can still wrestle in the ring. Miz is actually not bad in the ring. He's actually rather good. And we've seen him, I've personally seen him develop from UPW talent all the way up to the WWE Championship. And I did lose faith in him for a while after he lost the championship, and I admit that. But for the most part, I've been a Miz fan. And I like Miz. I don't like what they're doing with him right now. I think his overness is underplayed. I don't think he's as good as he once was, but he is still good. This is from Joshua Anderson at SSJ4 Vegeta 1986. Jesus Christ. On Twitter. What is the best non-WrestleMania Undertaker match? Damn, that's a good question. Honestly, I think the best non-WrestleMania Undertaker match was Hell in a Cell against Shawn Michaels. Both of those guys have said more than once in interviews and over the course of the last almost 20 years now that that was their greatest match, both against each other and in their own individual careers. That match really set the standard for every Hell in a Cell match that came after. It was the first one. And excuse me. And I think that they were both on point that night. They were both on at the top of their game. I think they both delivered everything they had to deliver in that match. I liked Kane's involvement in that match as far as his debut and attacking his big brother. I liked the whole presentation of the match, the whole storyline set up for the match. It was all very well done. And I think that's his best match besides WrestleMania matches. Ironically, it's against Shawn Michaels. So there you go. Alright, let's see. Last one today comes from AJ Wheels at Ken Adamski on Twitter. When do you think Chris Jericho should retire, go in the WWE Hall of Fame, and be inducted by who? Thanks, Brill Show. Jericho can go to the Hall of Fame anytime he wants. Chris Jericho is a Hall of Fame athlete right now. He's a Hall of Fame WWE superstar right now. He could officially retire tomorrow and be in the Hall of Fame in April when they go to Dallas. He's that good. He always has been. Jericho is one of the best of all time. No question about that. Who should induct him? Lance Storm. He was his first opponent. Jericho was Lance's last opponent, as far as official opponent in a major wrestling capacity. So I think that Lance Storm should definitely, and he's one of Jericho's best friends. So Lance Storm should definitely induct Chris Jericho when Chris Jericho is in the Hall of Fame. Alright guys, that's it for Talk Wrestling this week. Thank you all for watching, as you have all year. It's funny, you know, a year and a half ago, not even a year and a half ago, just over a year ago, we sat down with Rob Van Dam and did the first Talk Wrestling in years. And this has been probably my favorite year of doing Talk Wrestling, because you know what, I get to do it in my own home. You know, it's nice to have the boss come here and film with me here, and it's just been awesome to be back with you guys and getting the questions on Twitter and Facebook and now Instagram. I can't thank the fans on Instagram enough. The Instagram fans have been awesome. They've provided me with tons and tons of material. Same with you guys on Twitter. Facebook, I keep kind of closed, so that's my bad, but it is what it is. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. It's been a tremendous ride coming back. I will be back next year with this show. We'll be back with mine and Greg Cherry show, Coast to Coast. Probably around Royal Rumble time would be my guess. Greg's favorite pay-per-view is Royal Rumble, so we're probably going to talk about that in depth as far as what's going on for the Rumble and what our favorite Rumble memories are and things like that. You can check out NoDQ.com for the year-end awards right now and vote for everything. at NoDQ.com/polls. You got Superstar of the Year, Tag Team of the Year, Finisher of the Year, Feud of the Year, and just so much more. Aaron seems to add more awards. We sat down and taped these award nomination shows, and it took forever, but it was a lot of fun. It's always fun working with Aaron. It's fun working with you guys and talking to you guys each and every week here on NoDQ.com. Check out, make sure you follow me at _Jeff Meacham on Twitter, at _Jeff Meacham on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. I won't add you, but you can find me. And don't forget to check out, if you're out here in Southern California, go watch EWF, Empire Wrestling Federation, each and every month in Covina. They are awesome. We've seen a couple shows this year. It was fun being back amongst the indie talent and amongst the wrestlers of EWF and seeing them strive to be just tremendous and do what they can do to get to that next level and whatever that next level may be for them. All right. We'll see you guys next year with more Talk Wrestling.